arms as big as my thigh.
Who wins
and
that
I'm not
fight?
a small guy.
Him or Pops Ferrari, dude?
Oh.
Now that's a fight I want to see. Right?
Let's get it on.
All right, folks, welcome back to PEG Wrestling. We are here. And we got an action-packed week. Finally, football's over.
Yeah.
Wrestling's ramping up, dude. This
That's
is
right.
our time of year, folks. Wrestling is here.
And finally, I made Zach come to my studio.
Yeah, we're on the road. We're on
Actually,
the road
it's
up
my-
here in Gettysburg.
It's my
but,
kitchen table here.
Another change we're going to make.
But I can slam this week.
You can slam mine all you want.
It's my table.
You got a lot to slam about this week, folks. We got a lot. Obvious things to talk about. But first, we're changing it up for 2024, folks. No more subscriber of the week. We're going now with a comment of the week, and you're going to get a sticker, okay? It's very annoying for me to mail out every week. I still got a couple left.
Talk about a downgrade.
I know, but
Oh,
you
dang.
can buy the shirts.
You know,
You
it
can buy
kind of
the
reminds
shirts.
me of Wendy's. When Wendy's first opened, their burgers were like this.
I know.
You're like Wendy over there.
Oh, come on.
You know what the burgers are like now? They're like that.
Well, we're going to improve it. Sticker. You can put this sticker anywhere you want. That's act like people aren't wearing these shirts anyway. Come on. Comment of the week.
Okay.
Comment of the week.
All right.
All right. Our first ever comment of the week winner, and you're going to win a sticker.
Wow.
Is going to go to one of our biggest fans, okay?
Okay.
Tim M. on one of my most recent Ferrari reaction. Tim M. An all-time low in sports coverage.
Oh, whoa, right between the eyes there.
Bam! Yeah, I mean, dude.
Come
Mind you,
on.
he's one of the first 20 people to watch it. So,
Wow, that might have been like below the belt, huh? All time?
Well,
Yeah,
I did go a little off the rails there, but I mean, hey, you know, I don't have a job. What's going on? What I got to do? Hey,
I thought he's over there experimenting with that daggone Final Cut Pro or something. I'm not sure what's going on here. But
well, yeah, I mean, we'll get into Copper Boy. You have any Ferrari reaction? AJ's all over the place, dude. I mean,
yes, I have. I don't want to talk all day about
we'll
the
just
Ferraris
touch on it
because
quick.
It's like, oh, that's what they want. They want us to talk about. But this fact, you know, of course, we think that Chael Sonnen might have just been joking with us when he was on Flow saying that AJ was just defending himself against a bully. Okay. Chael may just have been trolling everybody just to get everybody roughed up, but there was a video out there where this ex-college AA winner, I don't know who it was.
He broke it down on the way. Corey sent it to us.
Yeah, and he basically is saying the same thing, and then that's when AJ's mom chimes in, here is the real story. And then AJ says, yes, and if they would have seen all the mean stuff said about our family and even the racial stuff, and I'm thinking, oh my good, am I seeing what I'm seeing here? We're going to be victims now. We're going to go to Victimville. The old Ferrari
I don't love that.
family. You know, that's the key. Something happens up there. I don't like what they said. I'm victim. But, hey, look, AJ, you're the one that pushed the head down 5 seconds after the final match-ending whistle. So you were the one that started this. And to me, you know what that is, Zach? It's a punk move. I'm all for, you know, let's have some more theatrics, big personalities. It'll help sell the sport. Old guys like me, we like it like the old days, you know, everybody was, look, I'll bend and I'll give you your big personalities. But when you start disrespecting your opponent and doing punk moves, whether it's spanking them on the mat, and that goes for Bo too. Because somebody out there is saying, well, you didn't mind when Bo did it to Valencia.
Bo Nickel.
Even that. Bo's a nice dude, but that kind of bothered me when he did that to Valencia. You just beat the dude. It was kind of funny. I must admit, it was kind of funny.
Oh, it's funny because it was on your team.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. It was my team. And I'm sure the Iowans, they're seeing Arnold out there spanking. Arnold, wasn't that too many spanks? I think Bo only gave 1 or 2. He had 8 or 9. He kept going.
Only allowed 2 or 3. What? Over 3, it gets weird, right? Or 2. Is it 2?
I don't.
I think 2. I think more than 2 is weird because if
Over
I do
2.
a 3 tap, All of a sudden,
I know what's going on here.
2 is the line.
Yeah.
2. Listen, here's what I don't like. Going to the Victimville, dude. That's not the Ferrari brand. They should be doubling down, right? I would double down if I was the Ferraris on this. This is what they want.
Yeah, give her time. We'll be. Oh, I tell you, we're in for some days of our lives coming up this week or this year in Iowa, because
days of our lives.
Yes,
I know. I wanted to be there for it. I mean, thank goodness our inside investigator Copper Boy is there.
Somebody said, "Boy, you started a podcast at the most perfect time, didn't you?" What Brands is doing over there in Iowa, bringing in the Ferraris, bringing in the Arnolds, bringing in the. Wow, you're right. You're right. We got something to talk about over here.
Days of our lives. How do we wordplay Iowa for our lives? I don't know. All right. Any final thoughts on this whole Ferrari?
Well, just the whole naming of your price to other teams, which AJ did. And Santa was on here a couple weeks ago whining, I'm not going to start. You can stop on hitting the stop button. Is anyone going to buy him? I'm not going to start. You guys know how I feel about that whole thing.
Yeah, well, Copperboard predicted he never wrestles at Iowa. I could see it.
That's not a bad prediction. We don't know what's the AD going to do. There's a lot of pieces of the puzzle that it's not in place yet as far as AJ out there. And how's that make Iowa feel? AJ's like, I'm not loyal to Iowa. Somebody got a better car than this, I'm coming. And it's like, first off, the coach or university aren't supposed to even be. Anyway,
I like the whole loyalty. By the way, I think AJ's on Clash of Combat podcast today, which would be yesterday when this comes out.
Can you do this?
No. All right. We had some big dual meets.
Once.
No, we had some big dual meets this past week. We got to talk about a lot.
Okay.
A lot of results before we get in. Interesting article out of Andrew Spey dropped on Sunday night, Monday morning, on how all these dual meets actually are just meaningless. I do see the value. Go read Andrew's article. Very interesting. Good arguments towards a dual meet championship.
Yes.
A dual meet championship, and you made that case.
Oh, yeah.
That's an obvious no-brainer. We need a dual. Otherwise, these dual meets, what is the point? But anyway, let's get into some of them. I didn't know if there's anyone particularly you wanted to start with. Probably Penn State at Oregon State. The Beavers.
You want to start there?
Record-setting crowd, 8,540 people in Oregon State.
Oh, that was cool. And I'm glad Penn State matched up with Oregon State because Pendleton's doing incredible things out there. Oregon State's one of them programs that it's going like this. And I absolutely love it.
Beavers.
Going out west there. And, I tell you, that's a tough team. Forget what that score was. That is a tough little team there he's got. And they're just going to get better. And I love it. All
of a sudden, it looks like, does Penn State have 125 figured out?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Now, technically, Braden Davis has one more competition left before they have to officially decide
to retain his red shirt.
But as we've kind of talked about before, with Liliendahl coming in and with Desmond, they just signed Desmond. Like,
get him out there now. Right?
Yes, this is a perfect time to use a year. And I'll tell you right now, I don't remember seeing a more baby-faced tiger in quite some time. I mean, he looks like you never ever wrestle a guy where he came out and you thought, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
And then, bam, all of a sudden, you weren't dealing with that's Braden Davis. Yeah, this kid's got some mean.
Knocking off number 17, Brandon Kaler.
Or number 14, I think. At least Flo's, it was number 14. And he's got a couple ranked wins now. And that 125 is just so wide open.
Yeah.
And it continues to be a mess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had other upsets. How about Van Ness replacement here? Kazak got the nod at 149, took out number 14, Nash Singleton.
Oh, Kazak and Braden Davis. The thing with Kazak, I'm almost like I don't care if it's David Evans or Kazak. I love them both, and they're both about that close to each other. Of course, Kazak beat David Evans, I think, in overtime at the one a Black Knight Classic. But Kazak beat number 11. So, yeah.
Like, what would you say his true ranking is right now, along with Braden Davis?
I would say for Kazak, if I'm ranking, he'd be in that 11 range. He's got to beat some of the bigger dogs before I move him up any higher. But he just beat a very good wrestler. And he obviously knows he's going to take some losses. And probably Braden Davis probably is going to take some losses. But I tell you right now, anybody, either of them two wrestle, they're going to give them a fight. And they're going to pull off some upsets.
Percentage chance for both of those two AA?
Well, going into the season, the best chance we were thinking Robbie Howard. I was thinking it's a slim chance Robbie Howard could AA. As it turns out, maybe more time. I'm not saying Robbie Howard's completely done. He may be back and be an AA before he's done. But right now, Braden Davis looks like he is the man for that spot, and I give him a better chance of AAing than I did even thinking before the season started my chances of Robbie Howard. So 125 is a plus for Penn State. Okay. There's no doubt about it.
Okay.
Now, we took a hit at 149. There's no doubt about that. We probably had a national champion or a national runner up there. But Kazak, if everything goes like it has gone in the past 12 years, Kazak will be at his best come the Nationals. And Kazak at his best can definitely pull it in like a 7th or 8th place.
Well, they might need it if they're going for that GOAT team.
That's true. That's true.
A couple people who did not look like they're improving, Levi and Bo, Bartlett.
Yeah, and with Bartlett, I watched that match and I thought, okay, you have this expectation in your head that Bartlett, as he's becoming one of the leaders of the team, he's going to just naturally be one of these dominators like a Nolf or a Nickel or that Penn State has had. It's not ever going to be that with Bartlett. Bartlett's A game is his reshots, his defense to someone else's attack on him. That's when he's absolutely at his best. So a lot of these guys that are below him,
it's going to be close scores.
They know that. They're going in with the same game plan. I'm not attacking. I know how tough he is. And you're going to have very close matches like this. I thought about that Bartlett match and I thought, okay, did he wrestle poorly? He didn't close the gap like I hoped he would, but he's probably at the spacing he wants to be absolutely ready to score as soon as this guy attacks. Now, we're going to see close matches by lower-ranked guys, maybe unranked guys when they're wrestling Bartlett. If they go in with that type of game plan, the match is going to remain
like
kind of
that is the game plan to beat him.
The thing is, Bartlett has showed that he can be offensive and really attack driven, but we don't see it all the time. I think when the really good wrestlers out there, the Woods and the other top 5 guys wrestle Bartlett, they're going to be attacking Bartlett. So I think
so that's to his benefit, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's got to close the deal, and it's tough to stop Woods. That's going to be tough. But my initial thing with Bartlett was, I'm not going to overreact. He's had a couple close matches. He's obviously one of the most athletic wrestlers in the nation. I mean, the dude is no doubt.
Which makes you wonder why he's not more offensive.
I know.
Right?
But
Levi didn't look great. Took a couple late takedowns to get a victory.
Well, you got to give it to him where he fought back. You definitely have to give it to him there. And then the other thing that you have to remember is, to me, this is just to me, I could be off course here. Last year, he was completely free, Zach. No one expected anything. No pressure. Almost the underdog in any of the big matches. And it was just go out and have fun. He comes into this year. He's the returning runner-up. He's
A lot of expectations.
Ranked number 1, and he's feeling the heat of that. Now, he could deny and say, I'm not, but obviously, and the thing is that it just makes a wrestler look more confined or more conservative, or you so quickly get into that, I'm going to try not to lose this sort of mindset.
Wow.
With Kale, the coaches, and even Bonnie, they'll have him ready. I mean, to me, that was kind of the perfect match. You learn just like you would if you lost a match, but you didn't lose. So he's going to learn from that, and he'll be fine. It's, over there at Penn State, they stress it so much about just keep this in its right perspective. This is fun. This is a game. You hear someone say that's a game. That sounds weird in wrestling. It does, doesn't it?
It does.
But in all seriousness, if you want the best out of a wrestler, maybe that's the mindset you need.
Well, I tell you what, Levi better hope Messenbrink ain't bumping down, because
Messenbrink. Oh my goodness.
Where did that come from?
Oh my goodness. And that
fallen Olguin.
Wow. Yeah, and that was like only the third time that.
Really didn't see that coming.
Third time anyone's ever bonused.
Was that arguably the most surprising match of the week?
Yeah, and I mean, he did it with such ease. That 165, folks, is just going to be incredible between O'Toole and Carr. And everybody's got O'Toole and Carr here. The only thing I'm saying is there might have been some people that joined them. Right now, I would say a fair gauge is O'Toole's here, maybe Carr's here. Mm-hmm. I think there's some people that have joined Carr. And Messenbrink, in my opinion, is one of them. But even like Alezhnik, sorry, folks. Alezhnik, that guy, he is, I would not want him on my side of the bracket, because I'm convinced he could possibly beat anybody. And everybody forgets about Hamidi. Hamidi is, I mean, that's one of the most dynamic wrestlers in all of college wrestling. And this is all in one weight class.
What a fun weight.
I didn't even mention, like Ramirez. Heck, because of Ramirez beating Carr, it's very possible we may see O'Toole and Carr in the semis.
Yeah, that's true.
It could work out that way. Now, Messenbrink has to get some big wins. He's got to beat Hamidi.
Huh.
But it could end up being like Ramirez and Messenbrink on the bottom side. I'm not saying Ramirez could get by Hamidi. Like I said, Alezhnik, he's the wild card. He's one of them guys where he could come through and win this thing, and I just wouldn't be shocked. Anyway, I'm done.
Sleeper fantasy pick, folks.
Yeah.
Sleeper fantasy pick. The only other notable match there, Truax lost.
Well, I got to mention something, and that is Carter, 19-3 over Whitlake. Whitlake, in 6 years of wrestling, has never given up a bonus loss. And then Carter comes out and just, wow. Wow.
I think Gabe Arnold made him mad.
I was going to say, what do you think Gabe Arnold was thinking
made him mad.
as he's watching that? Maybe I shouldn't have been doing spanking stuff. Maybe I need to cog this down a little bit.
What if Carter
Me
spanks
talking
him?
to Carter, I'm going to be a 4-timer. And,
Carter
Gabe Arnold, was that overtime that he needed to get that takedown against Whitlake? Or was it right at the end of the match? I can't remember. I think it was overtime. And Carter goes out and, dude, Carter dialed it.
Manhandles him.
Wow.
I hope he spanks.
Wow.
Gabe.
But I admire Gabe, even when he, at the end of the match, and he's, that stuff. I like that. No, I don't really like it. I can accept that.
I
can accept it. Yes.
What about the jump split?
How about
couple middle fingers? Is that acceptable? At the soldier salute.
Is that
acceptable?
That is the strangest thing that's ever happened in the history of college wrestling.
It was. Yes, it was.
Oh, my goodness. And it reminded me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
When Dennis.
This is,
as wide as you
if
can.
I'm going wide, and I'm being honest with you, I'm maxing out about here.
That's not bad. But check this out.
Go. Ho! Any more?
That's it, but that's pretty wide, right?
Dennis does the split. I can go lower. I can go lower. He had his short shorts on. But, But, yeah, that Truex, if you're going to lose to the guy, you better do it now. Truex has to get his offense in gear.
He does.
I can't say enough about Brooks. If you want any opinion on Kirklevitt, I say the inside track for the Hodge is between Carter and Kirklevitt. You say, well, what about O'Toole? Okay, that's not a bad. Do I think O'Toole can dominate everyone? No, I don't. And we obviously know Carr could beat O'Toole. And who knows with O'Toole and Messenbrink. You cannot tell me O'Toole's going to dominate Messenbrink. It ain't going to happen.
No.
So I think as far as bonus points and all the points you need to get to be the Hodge, right now, Carter could just this is just my opinion, but Carter's got the potential to just roll.
Well, he deserves it.
The whole year. And quite frankly, I think Kirklevitt has shown he has the potential to just roll.
No Brooks.
He really,
And Brooks no shot?
Brooks has Hidley. And, dude, that's going to be a war. I don't think Brooks is going to lose. But as far as bonus points at the end, yeah, Brooks is a half step back. And there's some other great wrestlers, but that's just my opinion. Nagao, I thought, looked his part.
Hang on. Kirk, but have you seen the Cornhusker? Polar Bear's back.
Yes. Yeah.
Hold on, Kirk.
Yeah.
Nash Hutmacher.
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 I wrote
Nash
it
Hutmacher.
Hotmoker.
Nice.
Because that's how the flow guy pronounced it. And I thought,
Straight off the Nebraska D1 defensive line, dude. Look out. Have you seen him? He never lost in high school.
man,
What,
that slowed things down. What, you putting him in the national semifinals or something?
He's in the finals, yeah.
Oh, he beat a guy that just got out of junior high school or something last week, and all of a sudden we're ready to give him a trophy. Look, he's a big good dude. I really liked him. I liked his smile after the win. I liked, there's an old school guy. His dad. Did you see his dad?
I did.
His dad's huge.
I want to see Pops.
Huge. His arms as big as my thigh.
Who wins
And
that
I'm not
fight?
a small guy.
Him or Pops Ferrari, dude?
Oh.
Now that's the fight I want to see.
Oh,
Right?
let's get it on.
Can we rent a box?
Oh, that would UFC. Flo. Come on, Flo. He gave you
That's
gold.
how we find out if they're real muscles
handed
or
you
not.
gold.
Dude. Let's send him up against Pops Ferrari against Pops. How do you say?
Hutmacher.
Hutmacher. I even love the name, dude.
Nash Hutmacher.
Nash Hutmacher, the polar bear. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, that just more excitement. More excitement for the college wrestling season. Thank you. Man, the kid's not afraid to go.
Yeah.
And
I got to give throwing around offensive linemen.
I got to give it to Keeter too. That's tough to do. You just got done football. Believe me, they worked hard. He's kind of like, man, I could use a break right now. He goes from hard into insane.
Yeah.
As far as
you got to
toughness
respect
of
that.
practices. So, yeah, he's a tough dude.
All right, speaking of polar bear, Nebraska 18-17 win over Northern Iowa. Controversial pin by Alred at the end. We'll show the highlight quick.
Yeah.
It's a 4-point lead. And he's going to get a count.
Oh, he called the fall.
Holy cow.
He called the fall. Oh, that's a tough call.
Yeah, I seen that. And
Anything else? Big takeaways there outside of the polar bear.
I mean, the thing is Hardy and Rob lost. And
Yeah, I did see that.
quite honestly,
What
I was
happened?
shocked. I don't know what's going on with Hardy. Can I just say that? Hey, I'm not saying he won't be back and at his best come time. You could still say this is early. Just cool the jets over there, Wayne. You're getting all excited over nothing. Okay, but Hardy did take some losses I didn't expect it would, and quite honestly, I didn't expect Rob to lose. But maybe it's a case of let's give some credit to the other guys that pulled off the wins, But I was shocked at that. To be honest.
Yeah. Peyton Robb, that loss surprised me. Yeah, I thought Peyton Robb was
Yeah.
back 100%. But
No doubt.
all right, other matches that happened this past week. Number 4 NC State and Oklahoma State. Record crowd at NC State.
Yeah.
Some big matches. 7 ranked matchups in this one.
That was a great duel. Yeah.
Highlighted by Travis upsetting Ed Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's seen that? Who's seen that?
Also, Jack defeating Jameson at 141.
And he's like a Lesnick, continuing the role. And I tell you,
Record
I
crowd.
was got
Second
them
record crowd.
Iowa's got themselves their hands full with Oklahoma State, and old Oklahoma State and John Smith, he's back.
John Smith
Folks,
is back.
He's back.
Maybe we should start
That's a
talking about
tough
him more.
team he's got there, and all the times we talked about who could possibly be trophy guys, and I'm not giving up on some of these, the Cornells of the world. Although with Cornell,
What's going on?
Lowe went down with injury. That hurt them. They all of a sudden they got a weak spot they didn't have, and then you had a couple other
everywhere,
weights that things aren't going like I had pictured. Like Cornella, what? I'm not saying it's almost like Hardy. I'm not saying he's doing bad. Don't get me wrong, Cornella. You're awesome, right? But whoa.
Yeah,
whoa.
Cornell losing to Ohio State with came down in the last match with Feldman getting a takedown late. Full breakdown, by the way, by Kevin Sir on our Facebook, dude.
Kevin nailed it.
Thorough breakdown.
Kevin absolutely nailed it. And the point that Kevin brought up,
Check it out on the
Kevin
Facebook
Shue
page.
brought up that was so glaring. And this is kind of we're turning into Mike Gray bashers, because Mike Gray, you kind of messed up there. The score's 3-3. Okay,
Coming from
Fernandez, your guy, already has 35 seconds of riding time. You're against Feldman. That's all. No, the whole world over here, we all know Feldman's better on his feet than your guy Fernandez. And we all know Feldman's struggling on the bottom. And Kevin went into great detail explaining this. So, 3-3, 35 seconds riding time on your side. Your choice, third period. And I don't know. I can't say Gray absolutely was the one that made the call. Maybe Fernandez said, "No, Coach, I can get out. I'm going down." I remember what's his face from Penn State did that against Dake in the finals one year, and
Yikes.
But anyway, that was the wrong call, and it lost Cornell the duel,
match.
the duel, because predictably, daggone Feldman got the takedown. Where I don't think Feldman could have got out. He couldn't have got out.
Yeah.
It would have got the riding point, would have won the match and the duel.
No brainer there. But how about Hot Shapiro is back?
Well, and Foca looks good too, which that is really good to see, Foca. He was not himself, and we now understand why. The Shapiro.
Wow.
Okay?
Is it not evident that he was hurt previously?
No.
Are you sure? Because,
No,
dude.
Cornell said, and they said when they went and checked him during the match, no concussion here.
Dude,
no
it's
concussion.
a whole different wrestler from what I saw a couple weeks ago.
What's really weird, though, is I guess he just got it for Christmas or something. Shapiro now has this extra protective headgear, extra padding all over his head. No concussion here. No concussion. Look the other way. Nothing to see here. The kid
Yikes.
obviously took a concussion now, and now they're just, please, thank goodness BEG ain't big.
Stop talking about it.
Nobody else is talking about stinking BEG. Would you guys just shut up? Okay, just shut up. Let this all die down. Let the dust settle.
Yeah.
That we literally
He should have told
put the
Shapiro,
kids-
how about not go out like hot fire, dude?
Unbelievable.
Knife through butter, please, Shapiro, because that was all the proof I needed.
Some people say, well, Shapiro he's a problem with gas tank, and that sort of goes back to what it kind of touched on with Levi. A lot of pressures on Shapiro right out of the gates, more so than someone like Levi.
Not as much
Haynes.
now that he lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Now he lost, dude. He don't care now.
And I'm sure most of his conditioning is conditioning, but you cannot tell me your mindset how much stress you're carrying with you out in the mat. Stress will wear you out, man. And if you are just loosey-goosey, having fun, and you all of a sudden you got energy galore. But I don't think Shapiro's gas tank's going to be a problem. We'll see. I know one thing. I got to see, thanks to Kevin, also the Andonian Shapiro rematch, and Andonian gets the takedown, which that was incredible. Shapiro gets the reverse, and that was incredible. And as this was unfolding, you could see we were in. Well, then we were in for a lot of fun here, and Andonian yelled out, and his knee, and he couldn't continue. And Zach, all of a sudden, it's like taking Santa Claus out of Christmas for the little kids. I mean, Andonian is all of our fun.
Yeah,
all
he is
of our
the funnest
fun.
wrestler to watch.
The most entertaining wrestler out there. Now we got like a Gomez now coming on. He's entertaining too. He had his first match, and there's others. Hamidi, I could keep going. There's others, but Andonian is the king of entertainment, of exciting matches. Yeah. Every time you say, "Well, what's one of your funnest matches you've ever seen?" Like, most of the time, it's going to involve Andonian.
Yeah, like 5 out of the top 10 are Andonian.
Yeah, Andonian's in there. And so we're praying. We're praying.
Get well
Bryce,
soon.
Yeah, get
Andonian.
well soon. We need you in March. Heal up, please.
You mentioned Gomez, though. Let's move to Michigan getting upset. Money not well spent. Outside of maybe Gomez. Gomez got the win, but Michigan loses to South Dakota State. Good thing these dual meets don't matter, right?
Yeah, things haven't gone the way Michigan, I'm sure, had it penciled out. Sean Bourmet had that, how he's got injuries.
Jackrabbits got a pin from Cornell at 133 and a tech from Sloan at 197.
DiAugustino, apparently that was a major injury. Haven't seen him since.
Yeah, that's true.
Can they get healthy for when it really matters, when the big duels are, at this point, it's back to your article. A lot of these teams really don't care about the duels, and that is a shame. That is just a shame.
I'll go back to Andrew Spey's article. Man, his argument is that, dude, that's the change we need to truly help grow the sport. Because if you break it down to just the ratings, there's just not enough content that matters in wrestling to get the ratings. You need more things that matter, and a dual meet championship not only would provide you that dual meet national championship event, all these dual meets would matter more.
Spey couldn't be
Mike
more
Gray's not
right.
benching everyone because all of a sudden that match matters.
Right. And a great example of that is freestyle. We're talking about the greatest wrestlers in all of U.S., but look at the stands. That's because you're rooting for a guy individually. But boy, you bring in that team element, and all of a sudden I'm rooting for my team, and that really is where the excitement is going. And give a reason that the coaches want to win every duel. We busted on Gray for not even trying to win the Iowa State duel. Well, what does he get if he wins every duel? Nothing. He's
probably more injured wrestlers, right?
Maybe.
If I was a coach, why would I don't care. I'm just waiting until the national championships. I want everyone healthy. That would be the only thing that matters.
Well, tell you, I'm glad that Spey's out there putting articles. Eventually, it's going to take a while because it's hard to get the big wheel rolling.
Is that how you say it?
Andrew Spey?
I say Spy.
I think it's...
I mean, dude, we just... Unbelievable. We don't even try it.
Out.
Sorry, Andrew.
Dag.
That's a great article, though. And very thoughtful. And seriously, if you're going to break it down logistically how to grow the sport, that's the kind of stuff we need, dude. It's like systematic changes there.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. And I just...
Do it, NCAA. Do something, NCAA. Moving on.
Yeah.
Missouri beat Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
You have any comments? Some matches. Let me pull mine up.
Except for Missouri is for real.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Again, guess what? Dragon. The year of the Tiger.
Guess what the most exciting match was?
Caden Moore pinning Latona.
No, it was Andonian and Mahler. And
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's Endonian again. Come on, Bryce. Heal up, man. We need you.
My goodness.
But, yeah, that was great. And I tell you,
We wanted to see O'Toole bump up to see Russell Lewis, but didn't get it.
yeah.
I tuned in just to see it. But
A couple other major individual results that just, of course, Chittum over Teamer. All of a sudden,
I was going to talk about that. Some Iowa State results. Also, Bastida over Colton Schultz.
I know.
Iowa State.
I know. I know. And the
Say
thing
we
is
beat Iowa.
that one was shocking. Chittum over Teamer was shocking. But I tell you, the thing with Chittum,
Right move by Chittum, dude.
the
Getting
thing
out of
about
Iowa,
Chittum
right?
is we kind of thought you kind of had him in that superstar freshman or
And then he got
freshman,
overshadowed by all the
with
drama in
Shapiro,
Iowa.
Messenbrink. I kind of had Chittum in that category also.
He
And,
got overshadowed.
You know,
in
he
Iowa.
got decked by Endonian, and everybody kind of poo-pooed Chittum. He's just another good, really good kid. No, he still might be one of them superstars. I know he's very good. Same with like a Caleb Larkin. I'm not sure how good that kid is yet. I don't even know what the status is. Somebody could fill us in with the comments. What is he redshirting this year? I was too busy double clutching and changing gears to look that up this week. But yeah, and I'll tell you another guy I got to mention, Vinny Zerbin. Remember he beat Levi last year. It was the only loss Levi had until he met O'Connor.
O'Connor.
Yeah, but and I thought, whoa, what was Levi out to lunch or something right then or something? You lost to Vinny Zerbin. We know who Vinny Zerbin is now because he's probably going to end up seed ranked top 5 coming in this week, and he's for real. Hasn't lost yet, and at 157, he has a real chance.
Look out, Levi beat him last year, and Levi didn't look great this past week.
Same with
Same with Bastida at Kirk. You're talking Kirk on a Hodge.
By the time the end of the season comes, it's going to be too late. He's going to be too much on everyone's radar. But a week ago, I would have said, as a little tip for your fantasy guys, where you got them later picks. You got to look for someone like a Cooper Flynn at 125. There's a good fantasy pick.
Just beat Surtan. Sudden victory.
Yeah, or Vinny Zerbin. But everybody knows about Vinny Zerbin now. So there's a lot of guys. One thing I'll tell you right now, Zach, my strategy, I'm picking 125 last.
Everyone's going to pick 125 last.
I know. It's like 20 guys could
Whoever
possibly
picks
be champ.
the champ
and
at
Braden
125.
Davis is one of them. Is that too much of a stretch?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so at all. But, all right. What else do you have to talk about this week?
Well, we got to say something about this Baylor Fernandez who got kicked off of the Northern
Removed
Colorado
from the roster.
team. Yeah, and he was a cheap shot sort of guy, using illegal moves, not caring if and we're back to punk moves. No respect for your opponent. And, us old guys, we're not just fuddy-duddies, Zach.
No fuddy-duddies.
Yeah, we got something. We have some peanut butter here that sticks to your ribs when we start talking about show respect to your opponent. And wrestling really does well in that area. But as we're evolving and this new UFC type of theatrics are going on, I noticed that let's put a stop to this right now. Any kind of disrespect of the opponent, spanking in your face, pushing the head down after the match is over. AJ, by the way, AJ versus Brooks. AJ, how are you going to get your way out of that one? How are you going to explain your way out of that one when that happens? And you might have to take it 3 times. I don't think he's man enough to take it 3 times. 3 stumpings by Brooks. 3 in a year.
Yeah, do you think he could...
He can't take that. His social media presence is going to take
I
a
don't
hit.
think 3 matches would end without a fight if he loses all 3.
I know. We got
you
some
don't
excitement
think- you
going,
don't
or
think
I
he
quit
would-
the team. That was unfair. That ref gave him a takedown. I'm done. We'll have something happen. But to go out, be a good sport, take your medicine 3 separate times from Brooks. I think the chances of that happening are very slim. But no offense.
I mean, that's the thing. AJ didn't even look that great.
No.
And in Copperboy reported he's been just in the wrong room. He's been in the weight room the whole time when he should have been in the drill room.
Yeah. And the other part of me is I like guys with big personalities. And I have nothing against AJ. I did get a little testy as soon as he pushing that head down is what made me angriest. You should have been eliminated or disqualified immediately right then. Not over the slap or whatever, or the double birds or whatever. I don't know what that was, but enough with AJ. How about Steve's?
I love it.
Stevenson, we have till the 16th to find out if this guy's wrestling or not. If he does not wrestle, I don't know do they put odds on you? I'll have to ask them Iowa guys on the betting sites. Do they got odds on Hodge? Because Kirkleviet just went boom. If Stevenson's not, I'm not so sure Kirkleviet couldn't give Stevenson a good match right now. That guy looks for real, Zach.
Yeah, Kirk caught a fire all of a sudden, dude. Where'd that come from?
Hey, go on.
I was calling him slow at the end of last.
I know. Now we look like fools over here, even having any doubt over Kirkleviet. That guy's an animal.
I mean, you bumped him up to what? Basically, you're number 2 pound for pound behind Carter.
I'm telling you, we seen what he did with Hendrickson, the second ranked guy.
Beat him
now
up,
we got
dude.
the polar bear. Can a guy that hasn't wrestled much?
Are we gonna see that match this year?
I hope so. Yes, we probably will.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go into some comments.
Hutmacher.
Hutmacher, and oh man, I can't wait. I hope he blows up, dude. You know I'm gonna have.
We might have to make some
Hutmacher
shirts.
Yes, dude. Yes. All right, get into some comments review here. If you have anything else, go ahead and jump
Just
in.
one last thing I want to touch on, and that is Vito. Some people were, from our sources, we're hearing it's an injury that he's going to be gone for 3 weeks. So if you were hoping for this Ryan Crookham rematch coming up in a week or so,
Not happening.
I don't think it's going to happen. The guy, I think it was Kevin that mentioned that. And so far, Kevin's batting 100. So or 1,000.
Quite the insider there.
Yeah,
man.
he's batting 1,000 as far as being accurate and stuff. So some people speculated, well, Vito's not out because he's trying to get down to 126 pounds, which that's got to be tough on a guy like Vito. He's already skinny, Zach. We're not skinny, but he's just cut.
Not a lot of body fat there.
No, I bet he wish he could have some of what I got right now because it would come off like that. And he probably has to work like a maniac to get a half pound off. And that's quite a drop. So I don't know.
Really dehydrated.
I don't know. That's back to we may be seeing Spencer Gilman being the main. You say, well, don't forget Zane. Zane's was a representative last year.
What a great year for wrestling.
But yeah,
it's
just crazy. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm done.
Anything else there? That's it. Done. Comments review. No particular order here. User EC2 and a lot of numbers and letters. I love your show and I think it's great for the sport. I want to offer a suggestion. I don't know if it's even possible with Wayne's work schedule and the time. I'm sure it takes to put everything together, but have you consider taping the show Sunday night to Monday so you can cover the matchups and tournaments from the previous weekend, even if you can't post a show till Wednesday or Thursday. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we've been talking about it. We gotta make some changes. I spend too much time editing. Going forward, this show might be a little less edited.
Yes.
A little less editing.
Yes. Just
but more promptness.
And
maybe more shows.
The thing is your editing is a big part. But depending on the content of the episode, sometimes
doesn't need it. I spent a little extra time on the awards show. Yeah,
that was
a little late on that one.
I really enjoyed
going
that
forward, dude.
episode.
We're gonna get better. We're gonna make tweaks. So we appreciate feedback like that.
That was very good.
I like that feedback. Thank you.
Yeah.
Frankie Cal. Not happy with Drew on last week's show. The guy in the Nike hat. He's a hater. Bo is awesome and represents the wrestling community awesome. Bo should call him out and KO that bum.
Who said that, Frankie? Let it go, Frankie.
Let it go, baby.
Tell him. Daggone Drew. Who do you think you are, casual fan Drew?
You're gonna have a hard time finding anyone knocking Bo in the wrestling community.
Peeing on our statue over here, Drew. Or I mean, Bo. No, we'll see about Bo. Actually, what Drew was bringing up is true. We haven't seen him take a hit yet. I think Bo can take a hit, just off of how everything I've ever seen. But we're gonna find out.
We will find out. All right, Eric Von Mainstein, best match has to be Ed Scott versus Andonian. Everything.
Every time Andonian's in there, every time. I mean, the kid is unbelievable. Levi, Andonian. I mean, you just keep going. Andonian, I have no clue. I can understand how he gets hurt a little bit every year. You talk about
he's
just
a wild man out there, dude.
Throwing it on the line.
Oh, I know.
I tell you, that kid, he's turning into one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Now I'm really praying that this isn't a serious injury.
Same. We said it. Stetson Starsky, another great episode. I'm earnestly awaiting the next funny comment competition. Well, guess what? We're doing it every week now to start the show.
There you go. And you know what? Maybe I'll chip in something. A lot of times football quarterbacks, as they're coming off the field, they'll have a sweat-soaked wrist ring and headband. And what I could possibly do there is I can maybe, I get hot. This sweater, by the way, is making me hot. We're in.
Yeah, we always got to have a fan going here.
Yeah. I could have this literally sweated while I was making the podcast. We'll put that in an envelope and send it to. No, that's for you.
Talk about me going off the rails, dude. Now we're both going off the rails. Someone needs to keep the train on the tracks, dude. Oh my goodness. How about BT 1919? I think AJ needs to hop in the truck for one day with Wayne. His attitude will change immediately.
That would be very, very interesting because, in all seriousness, I understand what he's doing here a little bit. And in a way, you could say, well, that's brilliant. He's building this social media base. And
he certainly is getting eyes on the sport, isn't he?
Yeah. And all of his stuff, I think he could be a little cooler. Like the drive up in the car. Like, can't you just be a little cool about it? Because that wasn't cool. 665. This is where wrestlers become legends.
Well,
okay, but I respect what he's doing. Just tweak it a little bit. Don't show any disrespect to you, even for Brooks after he beats you. Don't show Brooks any disrespect. Brooks is going to be there with he'll put his arm around you if you want. He's a nice guy. There you go, Brooks. Penn State, watching Penn State. Not one of their guys, Kale's he runs a tight ship over there. Kale runs quite a tight ship.
Yeah.
There's no nonsense going on.
The one piece I missed on the AJ Carr thing, first of all, I do a second take, because did you hear?
Yes.
665! And his voice squeaked.
Yes.
Dude, do it again.
No,
do it
you
again.
got to be a man voice. 665.
And I missed.
No, it was like 665. 665. Yeah, woohoo, baby.
I was trying to think of yeah.
Dude,
that was funny, dude.
Pops,
I love it. Keep
Pops
it
Ferrari
coming, dude.
Here, you know why he can't do that? He can't do this.
That's unbelievable. All right, Eric Day. Did these guys win national titles this year? Carr, Fix, or Woods? Any of them?
Yeah, Woods is real. Woods is real. I said that Woods would never win a national championship. And at this point, I think Bartlett could keep it close and possibly, but probably unlikely because Woods is tough. Mendez, I know he took a loss and everybody kind of wrote him off. Oh, well, Mendez, I still think Mendez is his biggest threat. But I might be wrong on that one. Woods may win a title. How many years has it been since Iowa's won a national championship, individual national championship? It's been a couple years. Or has it been the 90s? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just getting under Tom's skin now.
All right, speaking of wrong dates, Thomas Diebel said Bo graduated in 2019.
Yes, we weren't thinking that day.
What? We were off by like
20 years. I know.
what? I know, but it seems like yesterday, right?
Yes.
And also, Bill Pryor, to clarify, that video, it was Terry, not Tom, yelling.
Oh.
Who got her biggest puss award. Apparently that was Tom. How unbelievable is it that they are that identical, dude?
I know, but
What? Seriously, dude, that's crazy. Baby Brand says Chittum got out of the trailer park just in time. I mean,
I think Chittum's gonna make some noise before this year's over.
Lee said our award show, best episode ever. Wants to buy shirts. We're putting them up on sale.
And I got to say something right now. I enjoy this podcast. You know that? I enjoy recording a podcast. But really what I really have fun with is our Facebook page, which now we're up to maybe 160 members. And I encourage you guys.
That's where our good material is.
I really encourage you guys to come join us because we got multiple very knowledgeable posts. It's no trolling going on. And
Well, I troll.
Well, that's
Some out of me. I'm the only troll, really.
I absolutely love reading the stuff that people are putting up. And it's also the place I used to always go to all these other wrestling sites and I have an itch and want to say something about wrestling. I'd have to go to one of their sites. Now we have our own site.
Yeah,
and
it's pretty cool.
I don't even go to other sites. I'll read other sites what's going on, but
we
some
get
of the posters that we have are obviously very knowledgeable, and I learn a ton off of them. And I really, really enjoy BEG's Facebook page.
We got to get you more active on the Twitter. But speaking of, you mentioned trolls. I'm the only troll. One final comment here from our newest, biggest fan, Tim M. And this was in response to my riding the bike, Copper Boy chasing AJ. Zach, this kind of content does nothing for the wrestling community. Down, 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 down. Or reporting on wrestling. Stop with the stunts, the dress-up parties. Do you see anyone else that has a huge following playing makeup?
Oh,
hello?
I'm thinking, Zach,
Hold on, Tim. One final BEG shirt I'm giving out for free, baby, and it's to you.
All right.
Tim. I mean, that's just good stuff.
That's great. The thing is, I was thinking when I first seen it, I thought, Zach, here we got this very reputable reputation.
Show going
everything
here.
we say is correct, and every name we say
accurate.
is correct, and everything. We're correct all through, and then you come with this jokey-mokey stuff, and it's pulling us down. And you know what?
I don't even show you it before I put it out.
No.
You see it for the first
No,
time.
I see it with them. And the thing
Sometimes
is,
I think I don't even.
if it pulls out comments like that, bam!
Bring it on, baby!
Keep them coming.
Let's go!
Keep them
That's
coming.
what we do. Bring it on here, BG Wrestling. Until next week.
See you guys.